Cześć Wam, witam na kanale Ciąg w Polsce i to w październikowej lub jesiennej edycji English Just for You, gdzie analizujemy 5 błędnych zdań w języku angielskim, po czym przejdziemy na różne pytania zadawane przez moich uczniów. Jeśli pierwszy raz jesteście na tym kanale, mieszkam w Polsce już wiele lat i kilka dekadów już uczę angielskiego, więc chyba to będę robił do końca życia. Dobra, pozostała część tej edycji w języku angielskim. Do zobaczenia. If you're tuning in for the first time to this channel or to this series of English Just for You, I'm John. I've been teaching English as a foreign language for a long time, and I hope to do it for the rest of my life, hopefully, if I stay healthy and sane enough to do that. Okay, so by the way, this is also the oldest series of videos on my channel, which also started a long time ago. I also asked for your support because I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm 33 subscribers short, so with your help I hope I can get there. So without further ado, let's look at the first sentence, which is: there wasn't enough students in the classroom. Looks almost right, but we've got a plural form there, students. Therefore, it's they, the students, and we need to change the wasn't to a weren't from the verb to be in the past. So the sentence should read: there weren't enough students in the classroom. That's sentence number 1. There you see that first sentence. We'll now move on to the next one, which is: each boys go to high school. Well, doesn't look right, does it? So the problem is at the beginning with the quantifiers, each one, and boys. Well, you can't say each boys. You would have to say each boy there if we wanted to keep this construction. And because it's a third person, he in this case, from each, we need to change the verb to add on es. So each boy goes to high school would be the correct sentence there. Or that's sentence number 2. We'll now move on to sentence number 3. I could have gone to the match. As a classic native speaker mistake, I could have gone to the match, and I've often seen it written on social media: should have, could have, would have, in that form. Of course, after the modal verb you need an infinitive, which in this case is have. I could have gone to the match, but I didn't. I regret it. That's the function of that construction. So I could have gone to the match is the correct way of saying that sentence. Let's now move on to the penultimate sentence. The fourth penultimate sentence, which is: there are less reasons why. Now, very often I hear that even educated speakers using less for everything, for every noun. However, well, I was always taught that if it's a countable noun, like a reason, 1 reason, 2 reasons, 3 reasons, and etc., the correct quantifier is few. There are few reasons, or there are fewer reasons why. In this case, a few problems, fewer problems. A few people, fewer people. But I see now conventions going towards less, which I can't accept, really. In my eyes, it's always few for countable, less for uncountable nouns. So now, the fifth and final sentence. The fifth and final sentence, which is: you ain't seen nothing. Sorry, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Then when the nation
have a listen to this. It's Ronald Reagan.
America, you are the model of freedom and prosperity. We can turn to them and say, you ain't seen nothing yet.
There you have it. Ronald Reagan once said this sentence: you ain't seen nothing yet. That is supposed to emphasize that great things, in his case, were about to happen, and they did actually. But it's ungrammatical to say it like that. You often hear in everyday English people saying you ain't, he ain't, she ain't, etc. So it's replacing the verb to be. Ain't, I think, is from the Old English. I need to verify that one. So how should the sentence read? There are 2 options. We can say you have seen nothing yet. You can't use 2 negatives. Or you haven't seen anything yet. Those would be the correct way of saying that particular sentence. But you ain't seen nothing yet. Sounds better, and there's even a song, old song, by that title. So that's it for the sentence mistakes. We'll now move on to the Q&As. They're all in this box. We've had this before. We've had several Q&As in this series of English Just For You. And the ones we've had I marked, so hopefully I won't repeat the same ones again. So the first one is from Angela. What was the dumbest question that you have had in your life? The dumbest question that I've had in my life, well, I don't remember that one, but a dumb question would be something like, John, your name's John, isn't it? Something like that would be dumb. Okay, so that's the first of 5 in the Q&As. The second is from Marcel. Oh, it's quite an interesting one with pictures. Do you like them? Marcel asks. I think one's a bunny rabbit, 2 is, I don't know, the back of an elephant. Who knows what it is? Yeah, I like them. They're simple sketches. They're quite funny. So yeah, I do like them, in fact. Let's do the third one then in the Q&A session. It goes back to 2016. It's from Igor, who asks, why cows have a patch? Why do cows have a patch? Well, that's a good question. I'm not checking ChatGPT or AI for any of these answers. I'm just trying to use my head just to think why cows have patches. Well, you see black and white cows, white and black, brown and white. Well, dogs too have patches, don't they? I mean, Patch is a popular dog's name, actually. I guess, I mean, why have I got brown hair? Why has somebody else got black? Why has another one got fair hair? So I think it's genes. It's in the genes, not the ones I'm wearing. So I guess that's what makes the colour of our hair. And maybe that's the same for cows. And now the fourth one in the Q&As. Why is the sky blue? That is from Frederica. Why is the sky blue? Well, it's blue during the day, black at night. Well, it's black at night because the sun doesn't shine on it, and I guess it's blue in the day if we see the blue sky because of the reflection of the sun through the Earth's atmosphere, something like that. It's a kind of a physical reason why that sky is blue. Early morning it could be red. I think it's all the work of the sun and the position of the sun relative to Earth. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe you can tell me. And the last question in this Q&A, quite a big sheet. How old is your dad? How old is my dad? Well, I think today he would be getting on for 98 or 99 years old. He's 1927. So yeah, he'd be getting on for 98, 99. But sadly, he died a long time ago in 1994. He had health issues, so that's how old he was, 67. And as I mentioned, he'd almost be 100 today if he was still alive. So on that note, that's the end of English Just For You, October edition, and of course the Q&As. And I'll be back again in December for the Christmas edition. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff, the usual YouTube stuff, such as commenting. Your comments, your feedback and comments add to the content of the video, by the way, so they are most welcome. Do a like or dislike, and if you've got any questions again regarding the sentences or some of my answers, just drop a line. That's all for today. See you again in another video. Bye for now.